Hello very dear friends. Okay, today it's Friday. I'm not training today, so I'm going to be doing all kind of videos today. First of all, in the yesterday morning newspaper and this morning newspaper, they are talking about Mr. Justin Trudeau. I must tell you that they're not abolishing Mr. Trudeau because the only thing he did was bad thing. Was corruption and fraud, okay? But he's gonna have to pay for it, you know? By the way, the newspaper are talking about him, you know? It's like if he was the evil himself, you know? It's very bad. I was only reading really bad article about him and Mr. Butts because both of them were friends since a long time, okay? And since they were friends since a long time, well, they were sharing a lot of things that was against our nation. Our nation is the way it is right now. It looks pretty bad because Mr. Trudeau has done so many bad things about us. Same as this morning, he's relating the case with his father, you know. He's trying to get the pardon of all the Canadian population, but the thing is, the rest of the Quebec are totally against him. I don't think he's going to have voters elsewhere than Quebec, you know, because I think that the rest of Canada understand the concern of Mr. Justin Trudeau, which the Quebec doesn't have so far. I'm a Quebecer, and you can be sure that I will not be voting for the Liberal. So Mr. Michel Picard at the riding of Montarville, you can be sure that you won't get me, and a lot of people won't be voting for you because for what you have done to me. Mr. Picard, you have done the exact same thing that Defense did to me because you have totally refused to receive me in your office. I'm not talking about that fucking twit as the director of your cabinet because that man doesn't know fuck all about problem that Canadian citizen might have in his riding. He doesn't know nothing, that man, because he's only there for his pay, and that's basically it. As a servant of Liberal Party, you know, that's the way he is right now. He's only there for his money. Can we really believe that? Well, as far as I'm concerned, in any other riding beside Quebec, like I would say Vancouver, Halifax, or at the PI there, Charlottetown, just take a look at your MP that you have there in your riding. You will find out that you don't deserve to have that type of people in your area. Those men are only there for their salary, and this is what I was telling you before. I will tell you all the time, okay? As for Mr. Omar Khadr, I know my subjects are mixed today, but that's the only thing I can do so far. Mr. Omar Khadr, he received $10.5 million of dollars, Canadian dollars, that he got from Mr. Justin Trudeau that took it from our income tax money. So it was a corruption right there, okay? Because do you think Canada can give Muslims millions and millions of dollars without knowing the real reason for? Mr. Omar Khadr had a judgment in Guantanamo from the American Army. Mr. or Mrs. Ibrahim, which is a servant under Mr. Trudeau, that man or that woman is a real prick, okay? Because whenever you put that, since there was a judgment rendered in my case, that the Prime Minister would not interfere in my case, but I'm very sorry about that. But Mr. or Mrs. Ibrahim, fuck, I would like to know if you are her or he. But because, you know, I wouldn't have to say he or she all the time. But as I was saying, my case, I did not have any judgment. I went to criminal court on the 22nd of November to get my sentence. And my sentence there was no sentence. I was not found guilty or not guilty, not at all. There was only a cease of proceedings, okay? since there was a cease of proceeding, well, it was not a judgment as far as I'm concerned. It was only an allegation that I had to contact the, my lawyer was already there. I wanted to stand up and tell the judge, hey, I'm sorry, sir, I want to get my real sentence. My lawyer told me to sit down and wait. So this is what I've been doing while I was there, you know. But the thing is, it is not totally the truth, because you know me very well. You know that I would not do things that the military police accuse me, or Children Aid Society or whatever accuse me. The only thing is, if they would have come to my place before they do anything, maybe there would have been maybe it would have been different. As far as I'm concerned, the military police abused his title, so he decided to arrest me with no proof, with no nothing, and he decided to violate the Criminal Code of Canada, which say that you are always innocent until the contrary proof. But you know, as far as I'm concerned, I was not found guilty or not guilty. I will keep repeating it all the time, because it is totally the truth. Whether you like it or not, I'm very sorry about that, but this is the truth. And I believe you have seen the military police report that I had published in the past, because that military police is concerned about my arrestation, because in that military police you can see any inquiry done on my little girl so far. Okay, so I would like to apologize for all I meant so far, because I want to make sure that I'm bringing up it all the time, so you can understand my real concern. My real concern are very simple, because I hate the Canadian Armed Forces for what they have done to me, and the Minister of D&D or the Minister of Canadian Armed Forces, you know, he would not even try to go any further with my case, because he knows that they are totally guilty for what they have done to me. Well, I will always be very sorry about what I'm doing so far, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm just letting you know what happened to me and what D&D did to me, really did to me, and what they have done so far. But so far they have done nothing, okay? Not really nothing they have done. Even though I have proof here, I have all kind of proof written black on white, you know, it's all there. If the judge would see it, well, I can tell you right now, he would be taking my part, because everything is there. Even the statute of limitation, which should not apply to me, because every year I have tried to contact every prime minister that there was at that time. I was trying to contact every minister of national defense that was there at that time, and any other member of parliament that was there also at that time, but they were not able to do nothing. They haven't tried to do anything with my case, okay? It's very simple, it's very understandable, and it's very, very, very true. I'm very sorry, but the truth might hurt the ones that are being guilty right now. I am very sorry if I tell you the truth, if I throw the truth to you, but it is, you know, I have nothing else to say about that. I have nothing else, no. Even though I try to find something else, well, there will never be anything else beside that, because, you know, in my case, I am extremely sick today. I keep doing expertise on my illness, but it's always the same, you know, always the same. I don't understand why Veteran Affairs of Canada are trying to get me reassessed, because maybe they want to reduce my pension. I don't know them at all. I'm just hoping that it's going to be remaining that way, because it is the way I am right now, and I am extremely angered, and you can notice it in my voice right now. My voice, I'm talking loud, and when I talk loud,